In your journey to retirement, you'll need some money, and the only way to get some without becoming the greatest thief of all time is to work side jobs, until some maniac starts getting a bit silly. So, the purpose of this guide is to provide an overview for each potential job you will find throughout the city, and what you must do in order to complete it. I will also be making more detailed guides for each job in the future. So this is more of an overview. Those future guides will be more of an in-depth look at each job and how it works. Have you ever wanted to embarrass someone horribly in the comfort of their own workplace, home, or favorite social setting? Well, this is public humiliation. And this side job does none of these. But it does let you throw food at the target so you can immediately run away before getting beat for being a douche. That being said, getting paid upwards of 2,000 crows for throwing a hot dog in somebody's mouth isn't a bad thing. If corporate espionage or breaking and entering is more your style, then this is the perfect case for you. Your target has stolen sensitive business documents and stashed them somewhere. You've been hired to find the envelope and ensure its safe delivery back to its owner. However, this will require quite a bit of know-how. Should the target's residence leave you empty-handed, the workplace will be sure to provide you with the information and possible target you need. Got anger issues? Put them to good use and get paid. Trash somebody's house by throwing food around, breaking windows, and committing other acts of vandalism for a small chunk of change. I should warn you though, there is yet to be a system implemented for fixing what you vandalized, so the building will always look trash. Unfortunately. Probably the easiest to complete is the photography side jobs. So, it's time to channel your inner photographer and take some pictures of your targets. They'll still want to beat you to a pulp for being a weirdo who just walks up to random people and takes pictures, but hey, who cares about public opinion when you're selling the picture to their next door neighbor, am I right? I should also mention that you need a camera, obviously, so make sure you grab one from your nearest pawn shop or city hall vending machine. Good stuff. When taking on an arrest case, it's important to protect yourself by beating the target unconscious and handcuffing them while they're still down. These jobs are issued by the government, so they're good money. And you bring in a dangerous individual and serve some good old vigilante justice. All night's work for a dark and brooding detective. Or, literally me. Someone has lost a precious item and requires your skills. You'll be called to their apartment to investigate and find clues as to who would have done it. The victim will think it's someone they know. They are correct. So I would recommend checking their address book, the green booklet next to their phone book, or just next to their phone, for every single name, phone number, and address. You will of course have to find the item among these citizens. And if your client has a lot of friends, you will definitely be busy. However, at the end of the video, I will provide a way for you to find your suspect's identity easily and solve most cases without much hassle, so stay tuned for that. You should also be on the lookout for fingerprints. That's like a dead giveaway. Two people will exchange some briefcases. Get the pertinent information like addresses, names, and pictures of the exchange to complete the job. And word to the wise, don't open the briefcase. Oh, and be patient with these. Sometimes the target will slip right past you and you'll never find them, while other times they'll be sat there for minutes on end before leaving for the exchange. A good tip I can give you is that people do not just run without reason, so be on the lookout for any wannabe athletes. These are the same as the business-related concerns, just from more corporate and professional clients. So they should be a bit harder to complete, but as far as I can tell, there is no substantial difference besides the writing on the post-it notes that give you said jobs. If you know any differences between these two, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And now to the job you've all been waiting for, solving a murder case. These will appear randomly without any kind of warning or indication. chatter will come through the radio inside your Elon Musk neurochip telling you about the crime scene. This is when you'll be prompted to get a case resolution file from City Hall, which can be acquired by interacting with the blue tray next to the secretary found in the City Hall lobby. Now that you have your questionnaire, it's time to head to the crime scene, which, if you're fast enough, will still be locked by a security door while the COLA enforcers close it off and secure it. So, once it's accessible, we sneak in and start searching for clues. Things you want to look out for are fingerprints, weapons, missing items, or open safes, angry emails, or just straight up calling cards. Trust me, these killers are that stupid. You can also find receipts and follow-up leads about where they were before, or you can be sure to check their address book. Occam's razor. The simplest answer is preferable to a complex one, or in terms not quite as difficult to understand, there's a high likelihood that whoever did it was related to the victim somehow. I know, I'm pretty smart like that. So, use that to your advantage. Ask around, retrace their steps, go to their workplace, scan their home for prints, check medical records and other documents. Simply put, you want to learn as much as possible about the victim and anyone else that could be responsible. Check the cameras for any potential suspects or call logs to ensure you know if they recently talked to anyone. Ask neighbors or co-workers. Someone is bound to provide something useful in order to achieve success and bring justice to the killer. You will need to learn everything about the victim, and only then can you begin to think about the potential suspects, descriptions, relevant information, relation to the victim. All of these details will allow you to find out who did it, or if you're too slow, they may even kill again and again and again until you find them. Good luck, and have a good one. Bye. No, I almost forgot the super discreet top method for finding anybody's killer or thief, or pretty much any information you want about anybody. In the City Hall, you will find the Citizen Census Data Archive File Network Database, the database. You'll find a Citizens Database, in which you can type anybody else's name, surname, last name, whatever, and you'll be able to get all the information about them printed onto a document. What is this for? Well, simply put, you find a print and you find the victim's address book. Say you need to find out who the print belongs to. You simply take the address book, take all the names, and type them in, print out their file, and you'll be bound to get a fingerprint. Hopefully. Unless it's like a totally random murder. In that case, you'll just be on your own. It's a 50-50. It's a good thing going, you know, like somebody might be dead, but you just went through all of their stuff, personal stuff. They probably got some medical records nobody wants to see. Probably some foot fungus. That's up to them. Now you're just breaking and entering, you know. I mean, you've been breaking and entering, but now you're just stealing and stalking people who are already dead.